sign with the flag? Right there.
Good. I'm Kate Donner, and the Wilkinsburg, and Associate Representative is my representative. As you can see, we've been out here talking, and we thought, you know what, we wrote an open letter to Representative Deluzio and So we are here. We met with him last week on Zoom. I don't know you were on the call.
I'm Caroline. I'm his district director.
Hi, Caroline. Well, we're here to let the representative know that we want him to sign onto House Resolution 786, which calls for a permanent ceasefire. We've had that discussion with him. He was on here, only gave us 10 minutes. So then we thought we should come out to his office here and wherever else for him. And we didn't expect him to be here. But for him, so we have an open letter we want to give to you. And I don't know if anybody has any messages they want to, for you.
We'd like him to stop taking money from AIPAC.
Yes. Or any other, we really need this. You want to speak?
Yeah, I have a message.
Yes.
I think the staffers also allow him to work his atrocities with Israel. So the staffers are also complicit in this genocide. Although he's the one who's putting the vote, you're doing the legwork for him. So you should also feel ashamed for the work that he does in the Congress. Not in my name, in AIPAC's name.
All this money that's going to Israel, his constituents are really upset about it. And he's not hearing us. To be honest, he hasn't heard us.
So I'll be sure to make sure he gets this. Anyone else have anything they'd like?
Anyone else want to add?
I'm a retired representative of the United Electrical Workers Union. My union has called for a ceasefire from the time this began. Other unions are saying the same thing. The Postal Workers Union has endorsed the ceasefire. I just learned today that the United Auto Workers has endorsed the ceasefire. The longshoremen on the West Coast are refusing to load ships in the port of Oakland that are taking weapons to Israel, and they've endorsed the call for a ceasefire. So this is a labor issue too. We're in touch with the unions in the West Bank, with the Palestinian workers, and we're doing this in solidarity with them.
And I would like to say that I've lost enough family members. I have 14 nieces and nephews there, and I would like them to stay alive, please. 3 months old.
And as the staff here is adjusting to the colder temperatures, keep in mind that there's women, children, and lots of injured folks that don't have blankets. Their pets don't have food, they don't have water, warmth. They're out in the rubble while we continue to support the demolishment of their homes. It's absolutely shameful.
I would also like to add that this call is not just for a ceasefire, it's going all the way. No army, no pain after that. This is not just Gaza and that's it. It's everything, West Bank included. Why is a 9-year-old walking on the street shot and dead, bleeding in front of the whole world to see, and absolutely no condemnation? If that happens anywhere else in the world, anywhere else on American soil, the outrage would be worldwide. So the American silence is very, very shameful. I've never been more ashamed to be living in a place like this and paying taxes that fund the IDF, that fund the Israeli occupation forces, that take money from AIPAC, which is the American, American Israeli. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
No more imperialist wars.
No more war.
As an immigrant from the Middle East who's been paying taxes to this government, who's speaking in my name, it's disgusting that our tax money is funding genocide. So as someone who's living here, who's paying taxes, I'm demanding that our money is used for supporting public education, healthcare, all that, but also rebuilding what this government has destroyed over the years. And an end to all military and economic aid to Israel. This is being done in our name. Genocide cannot be committed.
Anyone else? So he will get these messages. You have an open letter. We also want him to condemn the Bible.
Just to follow up on the email that Rep. Deluzio sent us about this, like humanitarian efforts for the people of Gaza. My family is in Gaza, so when he sends an email and he says that the Hamas people are blocking the roads between the north and the south, right? When it's the Israeli tanks are there, when he says that they're preventing people from going north to south, and it's the Israelis who are arresting people as they go through the cross points. As my own uncle, who could not, he had to walk Literally, he had to walk 10 miles. Yeah, he just had heart surgery and had to walk 10 miles to get across the checkpoints. Could not make it and went back to Gaza and stayed there because he couldn't walk through that 10 miles. So when he sends us an email and spreads lies and says that it is the Palestinian people or the Hamas people who are blocking people and blocking the aid, that is not true. We know it's not true. He cannot take us for granted. Spreading lies like these to the rest of the constituents and telling them that that's what's happening in Gaza when it's not true is not fair. And as one of his constituents, we will hold him accountable for that.
It's irresponsible.
No money over human life. Human life first.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire!
Ceasefire. We will continue to contact his office. We appreciate your time. Well, we will continue to come. We would like him to come. We can organize a community meeting when he's here. In fact, that was the first thing that we asked when he comes to town. I think we got on his schedule, but nothing ever happened with it. We would like him to come to a community meeting and hear us, and we would be happy to organize that, because he only literally gave us 10 minutes. And then, as other people are pointing out, the letters that he's sending us are filled with falsehoods, and we don't know where he's getting his information, but we know that it's not true. We also know that if he doesn't believe us, his constituents, he could talk to the World Health Organization, he could talk to the Red Cross, he could talk to the human rights organizations, he could talk to UNRWA. There are all kinds of people in the world. He could talk to Doctors Without Borders, because they're reporting 24/7. And he needs to hear them if he's not hearing us. And not just listen to the people who want to sell more weapons and receive more weapons to bomb a predominantly civilian population. This is unconscionable, really.
Is he in his office?
No.